Hello and welcome day 2 of the Parable Stanley. I thought this was going to be just one stream. Turns out game has too much content. I'm so really confused why they asked me to do second time of... Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. You're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. I'll let you get back to the video, and that's pretty funny. I can't do that. I can't do that, DB. I'm legally... My employer, John Amazon, doesn't want me doing anything with 420.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Already done that. So, you might have noticed it said the sequel. Quit the game and then started. That was an achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone.
We have
What could it
balloons.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There were still some things I hadn't done.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Stanley clutched the
Let's go bad ending, answer the
bucket
phone.
tightly to
Or,
his
not
chest.
bad ending, sorry.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
When you get a mind-numbing job, you will
And
love
here
the
it
weed.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
It just
The
makes me
bucket was
hungry.
wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting.
But I'm going to be honest. Okay, this isn't going to be monetized, so I can talk about my drug experience, even though drugs are illegal in Finland. So this is all hypothetical. I don't know if I've ever smoked without drinking. Does that make sense? I think I've always drank when I've smoked, so I don't really know. I'm sure there's been 1 or 2 times when I've smoked and then I've drank. But I almost every time it's been like I've been offered and I've been like, yeah, sure, whatever,
No.
buddy.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the
Hypothetically,
meeting room.
hypothetically.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
It's true. Oh, it makes you nauseated?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I've unfortunately... Again, for those who don't know why I'm not against weed. I don't technically care what other people do. I don't want it legalized in Finland, though. But that's because I've been around so many people who are absolute addicts, who are insane losers, who are actually harmful for the society here in Finland. Because, like, all of those people are always like, weed's not addicting. And then they're like people who can't go literally 3 fucking seconds when they wake up without smoking, or they lose their fucking shit. Oh, it's so much better than alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a valid argument when it comes from a fucking bitch. It's like me saying video games aren't harmful. They fucking are if you're the sort of person who they do harm to, bitch. Of course, everything's harmful. Guns aren't harmful if you're not going to use them to kill somebody who doesn't, I can't say deserve killing in Twitch. If you don't use them for the intended purpose. You know what I mean? Exactly, that is, but like, it's a weak thing. It's like me saying, it's like me trying to defend me drinking carbonated drinks. Carbonation isn't addicting. It is, bitch. It's addicting to me. I fucking love it. It's great. I love carbonation, bitch. The weak source arguments from weak people. The weak people who do that. Weak people. Exactly, yes. So I just have like a negative view of it because I've seen so many people who are fucking stupid, basically. But that's why I don't really care what other people do, especially if it's legal. Do whatever you want, right? Like,
Now
that's
pick
great.
up the phone.
That's good.
Said the bucket.
Now
Pick
we're gonna
up the
actually pick it
phone.
up.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Oh!
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
That being said, I think being illegal doesn't help anyone if alcohol is going to be legal. Yeah, that's what I mean. I honestly think, like, again, remember, Finland is one of the highest percentage of, like, alcoholics here. It is false equivalence. Yes. Moderation is key in everything, right? Right? Everything. You know what? Beating your spouse is illegal. Girlfriend just told me today, I believe in America, the highest chance of you dying if you're pregnant is by your spouse. Not by something going wrong, but like, wasn't it like that? Like,
Not a pregnancy complication?
yeah, not a pregnancy complications, but the highest, yeah.
Birth?
Yeah, not giving birth. No, nothing like that. Just your spouse. Like, that's the highest likelihood for you to die if you're pregnant. Which is really fucked up. Now, that's illegal too. Not very good for you. Still happens. Like, you can't... legality doesn't really change shit, right? It doesn't change anything. It just means that you have a bit more control, but... we got the bucket! Sorry, we got the bucket. Press Y to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give
I haven't seen
orders.
this.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Law does nothing when enforcement's corrupt. Well, that's the fucked up thing. See? It's not even that, right? Like, if you really... Okay, this isn't... I'm not lawyer advice, okay? I'm just saying there isn't technically anybody stopping anything from doing anything they want. Even if they know the consequences, they can do anything. You can go and do something really bad. You can do it. Nothing can really stop you unless you're already being stopped because you did something really bad, aka you're in prison. That's the creepy thing about, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're the sort of motherfucker who's gonna beat your spouse, I don't think you're gonna stop because you think that they're gonna catch you. You're gonna kill your spouse because you're a dumb fucking cunt, right? There's something wrong in your brain, right? You're not gonna stop because you think, oh, the cops are gonna get me. The cops could be the most powerful beings in the entire history of the world. There's still going to be guys who are going to kill their spouse, right?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
That is also true. That's another statistic that isn't part of this. Cops have a way higher percentage of family stuff, right? Like beatings and stuff.
I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting this now. Sorry. In case somebody in the go, what the fuck? Where's the bucket? K to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
They can't beat the allegations.
What it truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press Z for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
This is so funny. I'm sorry. This is like such a contrast to the conversation going. We're talking about people killing their they're killing violently their pregnant spouses. That's different. While we're trying to play a game where we're taking orders from a bucket. And the narrator tells us not to.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store
It's watching
bucket.
white noise.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Bep, do you know what I like the most? The people on YouTube who leave a comment like this. This happens often, okay? I said that I would stop interrupting. I'm gonna move while I explain this. Yo, I really like this run. It was really cool, but then you started talking politics. Do you know what the politics is always? You know it always is when we talk. Whenever I get a comment like that, it's always I'm criticizing the conservatives of America. Every fucking time, buddy. I talk loads of shit of Europe. I talk loads of shit of Finland. I talk bunch of shit of Russia. Only time I ever get those comments is when I make like a funny Trump meme or something where I like go like, God damn, I need more guns. And then somebody goes like, I thought you were chill, but you're just a F word. And I'm like, buddy, I'm so straight. There's a bigger likelihood you've kissed a boy, buddy. I can't say a man because they're most likely underage. So anyway, I'm just saying,
Oh my
not
God,
flexing.
what am I saying?
And yes,
Better
literally,
at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways?
it's
in
always
which
funny. It's always
so
funny.
much more than just a regular
Yes,
bucket.
yes. And I'm like, that's crazy. It's like, I get comments that are like, this guy just never shuts up in like a video randomly. And I'm like, what did I talk about here? And then it's us talking about like, guys, do you think people should like not be fucking idiots? Come on, dude.
Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket. No.
We're gonna
no.
fuck
What's
the
going
bucket,
on?
chat.
Why do I
We're
want
gonna
to
fuck
hear
the bucket.
Hear what the bucket has to say.
Do you hear
anything
that?
it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps
Our cats are
perhaps
fucking
if
the
I had
bucket.
the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Chat,
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
No, that was our cats. We have some packages because of Christmas.
Cats and cardboard.
Cardboard boxes and cats, yeah. It's a good combination if you want noise.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if we grab the bucket again and go there again? I want to go there because there is a
good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I played the Stanley Parable. So you most likely haven't played the Ultra Deluxe Edition. This is from... It's not a sequel, technically, but it is Ultra. It is that. Australians don't want to come here because you have to reveal all social media. Well, anybody. Well, first of all, I don't know why anybody would right now go to America. I'm just going to say, but yes, that is true. They are checking social media activity. Buddy, I would never get to America now. Not that I want to, but like there is... Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Imagine they checked my social media activity. So my highest clips are just like, America, am I right? They would be like, what is the meaning of this? No, that's real, Haj. No, that's real. That's real. Yeah. I thought it was more than 5 years. I thought it was like a decade. I thought it doesn't have a statute of anything. They're checking. Yeah. If you want a visa or whatever it is to go there, they'll check your social media activity. I would be a terrorist, buddy. Like they would label me or something. Yeah, there's plenty of things to see, but also plenty to see elsewhere, yeah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling
Oh
to him,
no.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply
Well, if you
the place
don't,
to be.
if you
And
haven't,
here it was.
I'm sure
Had
it's
the
fine.
bucket turned out to be correct. Was this no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
They're prosecuting a guy for wiping his phone before they could check it.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question.
I don't know
why
if
or
this is going to be
how
anything
bucket
different.
was
I'm just
speaking
going
to
to
him.
restart if
It should have
if not.
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
And yeah, that would be... I would love to go to USA in a different time
In here,
and eat.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
I would just eat a
Stanley
lot.
once again obeyed blindly.
There's a lot of restaurants, mate. There's a lot of beautiful landscape. A lot of nice cities. I wouldn't want to stay there.
Now pick up the...
Is this going to continue the same?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe...
Okay, let's begin the game. Let's go there now without the bucket. 5 years ago, you made fun of Trump calling COVID under control. Oh no.
All of his
You're done.
were gone. What could it mean?
You can't swipe your
Stanley
history either.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I was expecting the game to call me out for not
When Stanley came to a set of two
not taking the
open
bucket.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ah, this door's closed, buddy. And this is open on my left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Could we jump
I
down
realize
from
investing
there
your
to
trust
there?
in
What do you
someone
think?
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I hope they're
Someone
following
you've forgotten about.
Bepstein.
Please,
It's okay.
stop trying to make every decision
Family.
by
You just say
yourself.
family, not
I'm
related, and they'll go
asking
like,
for me.
ah, okay, immune.
This is it, Stanley.
Wait,
Your
should you
chance
say
to redeem
related?
yourself,
I don't
to
know.
put your work aside.
I don't know
to
which
let
one's
her
better.
Back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Let's do it. I already pulled the plug, by the way, once. I don't know which one's better because, like, I'm just saying Ghislaine Maxwell is getting pretty good treatment right now.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Is she the bucket?
All right. Okay, there we go. All
Yeah, the
right,
Trump
now,
government
I want
asks
you to come in
related.
and Tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Ah.
I actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
That's crazy.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
The game pranked us, bro. Our loving
This is
wife
a
would be
very sad
bald.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee. 427. Press K.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told
You still
to
got
do.
boobs.
Now he's
True.
pushing a button.
And no hair
Now
there either.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Please press T.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh. Please press G to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Wait, where's the TV?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press pre to press spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Is this all a
At
dream,
last,
chat?
Choice.
What's happening?
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost
Black
too
Mesa.
wonderful to behold.
Dude, there are some states that are really pretty. Like just like the vastness of it, right? In America. It's crazy how much you guys have space. It's insane. Like, it's beyond, it's crazy how much you guys have space.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Baby game.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh. Press T to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel.
Yeah, but you can look at it. It's like Neighbor's Wife. You don't need to buy the Neighbor's Wife. You can just look at Neighbor's Wife if you want to. That's Oregon and Wyoming and Ohio and Utah. Utah especially, very, very nice. Press P to tell your wife you love her.
But
She
there is
doesn't
no
exist.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press F to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Is this how
He
it
won't
feels to have
stop.
like a desk
Here,
job?
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I kind of want to...
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to
Technically,
see what
you
I
have a
see?
desk job
How can
too.
I make him look at himself?
Well, yeah, but like, can your desk job do this? Actually, most likely can, because it's kind of ergonomic. This isn't an ergonomic situation. Anyway, I need to bring it down. Anyway, that was a gag.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended
Can your desk
purpose,
go
the
down
same
on
as
you?
Stanley.
No, but neighbor's
So
wife
different,
can.
I suppose.
This is why we need to differentiate
Try
neighbor's
once more
wife,
to convey
girlfriend's
this to him.
face.
I'm
She
compelled
was like,
to.
I don't even know our neighbors, buddy. Sorry?
Must. Perhaps.
Yeah, but you're not my neighbor's wife.
We'll see.
Are you my neighbor's wife?
Maybe this time. And I
That's
tried
crazy.
again. And
Please
Stanley
die?
pushed a button.
I don't want to
And I
die.
tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Year in or two, being good at your job is no longer interesting. Pay is terrible. Realize there's still 45 years of this. Want to leave job, never work another desk job again. I am so sorry if I'm causing existential trauma or despair. At least it's not Sunday. If this happened on Sunday, like, there would be some people who would be like...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Luckily, it's almost Friday,
Stanley
chat.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's almost Friday. You should meet all of your female neighbors. First of all, we don't call them females. We call them...
Stanley went around
ladies.
touching every little thing in the
Nuts
office,
in her mouth?
but
Got
it
'em.
didn't make
Anyway.
a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Woman. Goddamn woman. Women. I don't think we haven't gone to the normal ending with the bucket yet, have we?
Embrace an old
No.
friend,
No.
a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, fuck, have we not found all the collectibles yet? Oh! Fuck, red and blue. Red and blue, that was the... Just the completionist X... Oh, fuck, Wait, was that... Do we need to go... No, was that the... We go normal ending and then down the stairs. Is that red and blue?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of them.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
But yeah, technically I have a desk job. Yeah, I mean... Technically.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
I don't want to give the bucket to them.
The aura of jealousy. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, this is the
Stanley just
hallucination.
couldn't do it.
This is the hallucination. Fuck. I forgot where the... I think we need to jump... We need to grab the bucket.
All of his
We don't need to grab the
co-workers were
bucket.
gone. What could it mean?
We need to go to the
Stanley
right,
decided
but we're
to
still
go
going to
to
grab
the
the bucket.
meeting room.
Sorry, we're trying to get the
Everyone is so
collectible
lucky
now.
to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no... Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
But I don't know our
Stanley put
neighbors,
the door
but
on his left
we have
to
a...
go back
There
to
would
the
be like a
meeting room,
Christmas thing this weekend, sorta.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
And they
Go
asked girlfriends like,
somewhere
"Are you
else.
guys going to be
The
coming to the
cargo lift,
Christmas
yes.
meeting?"
Said the bucket.
Girlfriend said,
Now
"Oh,
ride the lift all the way
unfortunately,
to the top. There's
she's at a
something up
choir
there I
thing
need
this
you to
weekend."
do.
Stanley did not question why.
Then she joked that she could have told her that, "Oh, but Jonas is alone. He could come there, buddy. He's going to be alone this weekend."
How this bucket was speaking to him.
Sorry?
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
talk.
And I was
But
like,
Stanley chose
yeah.
not to think about this obvious
No,
fact.
obviously.
He was
Obviously,
firmly
she didn't do that
convinced
because
the
she's
bucket
not
had
Satan.
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The neighbors who asked, they're great. They're actually great. Like they're actually great. They're like legitimately good people. Maybe boring, but good people. They're just older and just different people. Oh no, buckets!
Stop. Look there on the wall.
Shit.
Stanley decided
If
to
I
go
can
to
have
the
plenty
meeting
of
room
food
to check on
myself,
his
buddy.
co-workers.
I have
He
payday
never
tomorrow.
functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of
Sorry?
total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley
Mm-hmm.
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it.
Yeah,
perfectly
yeah, I can
well.
have plenty of food.
Perhaps he wanted to
Girlfriend was
stop
like,
by the employee
I was
lounge
implying
first,
that,
just to
yeah.
admire
No, but
it.
they said that women will give you plenty of food that
Stanley
way.
felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach.
no.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
I wonder if
we've
you can
gotten off on
jump
the
down
wrong
there
foot here.
from that.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
If he could
I
survive.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Who could resist
Are you
your
that
long hair?
convinced that I want something
I am
bad
in a
to happen to
relationship
you?
right now, you
Well,
know that, right?
I don't know how to convince
I don't
you
need
of
to-
this, but I really
I don't need
do
to
want
get
help
attention
you,
from other
to show
women.
you
I
something
don't
beautiful.
need that.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real
She can't
accomplishment.
resist.
This
There's
is
a cat
doing
here.
something just for the sake of doing
We
it.
got 6 out of
Where
6.
so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted
I
for
don't remember what we're
figurines.
doing. I think we just need to finish the game now.
Listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I think we already...
Oh, thank God you are.
We didn't do
willing to
this
listen to
yet.
me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I wonder if this is
The
different.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here.
No.
Right in. No. Wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
It doesn't reset, buddy. You're lying to me.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Thank God.
Again?
You lived. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
We'll do backwards this time? That's what she said?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe
I'm
you're
going
just
too
getting a
slow.
kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I'm so sad. How can we survive this but not like the other drop earlier?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Nope, haven't.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
This
It's
was
just-
trippy. Wait,
it's
what?
those figurines. Those figlets.
We got the figlies.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last
We got them
one.
all.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Or some of this stuff, they're good. That's nice. I mean, it's always tricky. As long as they're citing their sources, why not, right? Where's the figurines now? Where's the bucket? Or the bucket wasn't there, actually. I don't know where the bucket was supposed to be. Here? Oh.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that.
Wait, can I
again,
collect this
Stanley.
again? Is it going to be 7 out of 6? Wait. Why is it 7 out of 6 now? Uh-oh. I don't like that.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this
8
one
out
all
of
on
6?
your own. Just
6, 7? No, it was the other way around.
Boss's bathroom.
I didn't even
You
do
did
6,
that,
7 when we got
Stanley.
it.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I don't envy
Okay,
people trying to
let's
be
do it.
news channels nowadays though, because like
Quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
boss is off it. No, well I didn't find it. It was here. Was that an angry meow? Yeah, it's. I think it.
Ask them if they want 3 cats, and I can change them for
No.
If anybody has a goat, we can change 3 cats for a goat.
This was the fourth place you found.
Girlfriend said that.
Not the
Her cats, I
third.
can't change them.
Well, I
She
guess
can.
perhaps I shouldn't be surprised.
Goat
Memories
would be
like these
cute,
are
like a
so
cute small
precious
goat.
and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If Under the Stairs feels like the third place you found a
Capybara.
collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Goats are really loud.
Let's see.
So
What
am
came
I.
Next? Oh yes, we
So are
found
the
the Figley
cats.
in this pink room. Oh well, I can't
Wait.
actually say I remember
I-
being in
I
this
don't
room,
remember-
but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
We've never been in this pink room, chat. Goats are also mean. So are all cats. Our cats.
This was the fifth mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
I love the editing. Oh my god, this is legendary. What's that back there? No typo. Everybody has seen a YouTube video like, I love it. It's Mini Stand 5. I love it. Oh my god. You found it near the cargo lift. Thanks for watching. Credits. The narrator. The narrator. The narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
It
I
does.
spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
That was amazing. That brings me back. That's her net worth. Yeah. Why not? She's popular.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment...
I'm not
when
into
you
her
picked
music,
up a
but I do
Figley and
respect
thought to
her.
myself,
Why?
Yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other, except for the other.
No, why in the music? Why respect her? Like, what has she done to deserve your respect? Other than, like, normal respect that every human gets. But, like, I don't need to say that to everybody, I guess. I think she's a... I don't know. Is there such a thing as an ethical billionaire, chat? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Which it was,
I'm just putting the question out there, buddy. Like, if she died tomorrow, I would be like, okay. Like, I'd whatever. Like, it's not really... Don't care. I don't want her to die. Okay, I'm just saying, she doesn't have to die. She flies her fucking jet so much that alone is kind of sassy. But welcome to billionaires, I guess, right? Yeah, Elon Musk has a... Did he go past $1 trillion? What a guy.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present
Nobody's an
moment.
ethical billionaire.
Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
It's unethical to be a billionaire, exactly. Yeah, that's what girlfriend said. But also, it's different, right? Like, because, like...
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
What?
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Because, like, it's not like she has $1 billion, right? She doesn't have $1 billion... She doesn't have $2 billion in the cash kind. How much does she have cash? I don't know. But, like, all of that is... Most of that is most likely tied into value estimations of, like, property and investments and things like this, right? So it's because of that, it's so hard to say, like... Even if she burned all of her cash right now, even if she gave all of her cash to charity without liquidating anything, she would still most likely have, like, over $1 billion in something, right?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I remember it. Oh god, he's gonna show it again. I wouldn't have been even mad if it showed it full time.
I love that video.
In order to become a billionaire, you have to steal from someone else's earnings. Or you have to be put in a position where you are trampling on somebody else's things. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who have made fuckload of money without directly screwing somebody over. But just because of the opportunity cost, you are fucking somebody over. Now, it doesn't make that's not inherently, like, unethical. Like, for example, imagine Amazon. Amazon is a shit service. Right? Like, Amazon is garbage. Like, I'm so sorry, by the way, that's my boss. Anyway. But, like, think about the opportunity cost. Think about the opportunity cost of starting mail delivery package service thing now, like an e-shop. You shouldn't do it because Amazon exists. That's technically, you are kind of stealing from others at that point. You're taking the opportunities that others have, for example. I don't think that's bad. That's just how good businesses or successful businesses work. But that's kind of how it goes on everything, right? Like you're hoarding. There's only so much space, money, time, etc. But let's be honest, Amazon is full of shit. Like Amazon is actually like it's bad. Investment earnings are stolen wages. Shareholders are yes. That entire system is fucked. It's super fucked, buddy.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding...
Oh, no, Scarlett, you can't bring... I wanted to do that, but you can't do that, right? You can't do that. I want to do it too, though.
It really would have muted
because Gaben is amazing. Remember that.
I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
But, like you only have to look at Amazon and be like... Piss bottles. People dying in the warehouses or fainting. Right? Fuck, man. No, but you also don't get it, right? Like 30%. Oh wait, what was the boss's offer? Can I get extra? No? Nothing. Okay. 30. I think Steam takes 30% of a cut. But we still somehow just suck Gaben's dick all day. I don't know why. They could afford to take way less.
Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
But it's okay because Gaben has 7 yachts, but one of them is given to some sort of fucking what you call it, like medical use or some practice, science. So it's okay. That's how it works.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Steam is not the only platform to get high cut. Why do they only attack it and forget the others? It's because it's a conversation piece when we're saying that Steam has a monopoly, because they don't really have a monopoly, but they kind of really do. Because Epic, EA, etc. other platforms are shit. GOG isn't that great. It's good for some things, but it's not that good. If you want your indie game to be published, you need to get it on Steam, or you're fucked. AKA, in my eyes, that's technically the same thing as a monopoly. If you publish your indie game on any other platform right now, no eyes, no sales. If you have one platform that is the most wanted, right? It's as good as a monopoly at that point. Like, if you have one thing that is that great, then yeah. That's why the criticism comes in, because when you have that much money, why are you making so much bank on smaller things? Why isn't there a different cut for games that sell an X amount? Why, like, there will be so many ways to do this. I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not also saying that they owe it to anybody. But it's just a conversation. It's like, I don't know if it's an attack. Thinking the other platforms are shit is also a symptom of there being as good as... Yeah, that's true. If that is like the mentality that people have, then they're not even gonna go to the other platforms, so... GOG is good for DRM free. Yeah, that's about it. Celebrity culture is horrible.
Look,
Yeah.
it's the terrible new content that we were originally
I
sold
can't
on.
jump.
I
Give me more
remember hating
jumps.
it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more memories.
Damn. Other platforms get, by the way, insane flack for a lot of things. Epic Games, I'm not saying Epic is a good platform, but you guys, what was the #1 criticism you remember of Epic Games? Not that Tim, whatever his name is a cunt. What was the #1 critique of Epic Games platform as a storefront? What was it? Do you remember? No shopping cart, buddy. Okay, exclusives, but also shopping. Sorry, I was thinking. Sorry, that slipped my mind. You're absolutely right. Exclusives is one. Yes, that's literally it. But shopping cart. It's really funny though. I am not defending them, by the way. I have bought more than one game at a time, like 3 times on Steam. I have spent tens of fucking thousands of euros on this platform, I think. Buddy, that's a crazy cope to say that that's why the platform's shit. Or like trying to deflect that. That's crazy to say that that's like a bad thing. Now, why didn't they just add it? I don't know. Because it's a shit platform, I guess. That would be the way to rationalize it. But yeah, the exclusives. Because they bought exclusives to the platform. Because that's how you do it. You make... Shit happens with money.
Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Do you use any screen protectors for your camera? Camera? Like this side? No. No, on your phone, do you use any screen protectors for a camera? Wait, there's no choice?
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before?
Oh, you mean
your
like the
office?
selfie side?
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh yeah, I don't. Because I have
Yes, I'm remember.
I have like a curved phone, like the screen, and I know you can get screen protectors for this. I'm sure, right? But I just like never go anywhere, so I don't drop it on concrete because I'm never outside.
Remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then, I was.
Oh no, it's
I
not
was
product
different.
stuff because I
I
literally
used to
said
make
that
big decisions.
he's not allowed
I was
to buy
passionate.
shit.
I was skeptical. I weighed each decision
Discussion's
with
okay.
profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decision.
This is
He would
crazy
decide
meta,
which
this
way to
story. What
go.
the fuck's happening?
I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want
What is
to get
happening?
back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
They're gonna remove the main
But
character?
It was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go.
No!
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What's happening?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and
Do we need
laugh
the
at
bucket for
time I
this?
thought-
I'll grab the
It
bucket.
takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
I
to
guess
his
we'll
chest
go to the
and
end
entered
normally.
The door on his left.
Because I couldn't finish this last time normally. It interrupted me.
Still, no one was here. Stanley needed.
Oh, we
the
don't even
bucket's
have the
warmth and
collectible
comfort
things
now
here.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's do it. Oh, wait. Wait, what is this? Up or down? I don't know. Let's go up and down. I haven't been in this elevator before. What is this? Did I tell you guys that I wanted to punch a motherfucker a couple days ago? In the elevator? I don't think I did. Anyway, he was a guy that came with me to the job psych place. I don't know why he was there. And we were waiting for the elevator, and there was a woman with us, and then I pressed the button, and then the elevator arrived, and then I was like doing like this. I was like showing like, yeah, you go first, right? Because that's what you do. And then the old guy went, yeah, women first, even to unstable ice, or however you would say, like weak ice. And I was like, yep. Then I went to the elevator. When we went to the elevator, the woman was standing like. She came to the elevator. She was standing like here. The guy went like this. Like the woman was here. The guy was like this. And I was like here. I was like, what the fuck? Buddy, you're crazy, okay? And then the elevator ride started. It was like 5 floors. And he smelled like smokes. And that was the reason I was like, buddy was having nervous smokes before this appointment. Well, that's not even the funny. The funny part is that I did tell the second part of the story, which is we got out of the... He was Finnish, buddy. He was fucking Finnish. The woman wasn't Finnish. I mean, the woman could have been Finnish, but like she was wearing one of the hoods. I don't know what it's called. Is it burqa or is that the other thing? Sorry? Hijab, yeah. And like she was like 20 something maybe. The guy was like 50 something. Then as soon as we sat down in the waiting area, the guy told me, I just came from a moonlighting job. And I was like, good for you, buddy. And then he said, I have more after this. And I just told him to watch out for the tax authority. And then there was a woman who went to an office in front of us. And then he pointed at the woman because the woman was there, meaning her ass was there. And he went, how about that? And I was like, I don't tend to do that in public, buddy. And he was like, I understand. Then he started talking to me how he's been doing legal work for decades, buddy. And I was like, you are like... I wanted to say that you're everything that I fucking don't want to be, buddy. You're crazy. It's like I saw my mirror reflection, except it was like broken. It even had old hair that was white. Anyway, there's no narration or music in the elevator. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm telling the story. Yeah, it's crazy. It wasn't work. It was work psychologist meeting for me, which was, I don't know. They do all sorts of things there. Yeah, he was like, yeah, worst case scenario. He's like, that's crazy. It wasn't misogyny. It was like lust. Like he didn't do anything to this person directly. But he was like, it would have been harassment, yeah. It wasn't harassment because like she didn't see or hear or do anything. I wouldn't be shocked if she heard it. Because, like, she was, like, 3 meters away from us, if even that, which is crazy, buddy. And I just, like... misogyny is treating women like a thing. Okay, that's fair, yeah. If that's part of the definition, why not? It was, literally, yeah. It was just that. And I was like, you're fucking... He was drunk too. He was drunk too, because that's the only time a Finnish person would talk to a stranger like that. And I was just like, my exiting that situation, my first thought was, I am so fucking sad that he felt comfortable talking to me. But then I realized he was just fucking drunk, coming from a moonlighting job. So he would have talked to anybody. So it wasn't nothing about my appearance was totally fine. But yeah. I was like, and I was fuming already. I had just gotten the message that my medicine wasn't going to be refilled, etc. Wait, what the fuck? We didn't go anywhere? The elevator went nowhere. Crazy. The scam elevator. Oh no, the hijab was in the elevator. The other woman was just some employee at the place with like normal standard office clothing. This music's cute. I wouldn't be shocked if you had this. Let's pause, it's cute. But yeah, I was like, if I was already on like the lower dose medication, or if I was not medicated, I would have most likely told him a couple things, which would have been a complete waste of my time and my breath, and I would just cause a scene, which wouldn't have been good. But like, how long do we... The elevator just goes, and it doesn't go anywhere. That's crazy. Anyway, sorry.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I don't remember the code.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down.
I think it was
into an emotional
2845,
dumpster
maybe.
fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
Yeah, I
the
just told him
bucket
that.
guiding him?
I'm not interested.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
But yeah, the problem is like, for me, is like... it's crazy, buddy. People who act like that.
Downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together.
The issue with me is like I can't do a reasonably good that made me fume so much inside that like I wanted to call him out on it, but I just figured it's a waste of breath. It's a waste of time.
If not for the bucket,
because I cannot
him, comforting
when
him,
I'm that upset.
that in this darkest moment of
I
uncertainty,
can't act
he would be
rationally.
right.
Like I either you say nothing, or you like borderline punch them, because like I don't really have good control of that. Thanks, Brain.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
I was very upset about him.
Everything will be fine.
I was like, you're fucking, you are disgusting. But I was at a government building. Like, if I had a bad day, I would have actually, like I have already, dude, I already have, like, yelled at people when they smoke, when it's, like, raining and they smoke under the bus stop. I've said this, right? Like, I have raised my voice publicly. I have no issues with that. I was like, buddy, you need to get the fuck out of here, buddy. You cannot smoke. You can't smoke under the bus stop. There's some pregnant lady waiting outside. So she would like to sit, and then there's like some motherfucker smoking under the bus. You have to get the fuck out, right? Like that sort of situation. It's really hard for me to not do anything.
Through the large door that read, Mind
We already went the
Control
escape, sorry.
Facility.
Yeah, so it's just fucking
The
upsetting
lights
that these
rose
people
on
exist,
an
basically.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I could fall down, which would be kind of funny, I guess. When I was younger, going for morning classes in the bus, this really drunk guy sat next to you, spent better part of half an hour. While the cops
Monitors
suck, they
jumped
beat
to
him.
life,
One of his
and
friends for
Stanley
assaulting a
nearly
woman.
dropped the bucket in shock. everyone in the office
That's so
was being
upsetting, dude.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't know.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Damn. He has one true friend,
Here
chat.
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
It's
over
not the
another
same.
human life.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the
For
same.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
How did they high five?
Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical
like-
grip of the evil mind control
I have
machine.
zero empathy for
Freedom
people
was now
who
mere
get in trouble
moments
for
away.
assaults or
Excitedly,
rape
the two
or
of them
anything like
began to
that.
discuss the kind of life
Zero.
they wanted to
I'm sorry.
live once they stepped through
Zero.
this massive door.
Like
The
you're not a
bucket
human
wanted
in my
to learn
eyes.
to
Like
roller
I don't
skate.
give a fuck about you.
Stanley
Like
wanted to sneeze in every country on
don't care.
Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
It's like it's funny. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. It's really funny having like the sort of effect in like bar or something. When I'm drunk, I'm very people happy, or like I'm talkative and stuff like that. It's great to talk with women as well because they perceive you as not a threat. Because I'm not a threat. Because I'm not a fucking weirdo. I'm not there to try and hit on them because it's very easy to. But that you sometimes forget that people lack that ability to be conversational or happy without any sort of ulterior motives, and you go like, oh yeah, that's why people need to be afraid of these people, and it's fucking sad and it's pathetic. It's upsetting, and I think it's just not like. It's so wrong that some people go like, yeah, that's why those people got assaulted because they wore those clothes or something. That's crazy, buddy. No, don't blame the victims in any case.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
We can jump over it. Give me the jump.
Unbearable silence filled the room,
No.
lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
Eternally
Yes.
in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
I'll show it on
Stanley
stream.
thought.
It's a good one. That's a
Very
good
soon
one.
Now, he was about to find out.
If a dude goes to a gay nightclub once, he will understand why women are just so scared of cis men. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, if they're good looking, am I right? They're not that, they're not that. Your average motherfucker who doesn't understand, I'm gonna guess that, There's all gay people don't need everyone. Everything. Anyway, when you use dress like that, it's like putting a steak in front of the dog. What do you expect? Peanut butter is basically my dog's favorite thing in the world. You know why she's not even touching it? I said no. Also, that's a cute doggo. Is that a Dalmatian, but like partial or something? It's like really funny how it's like, I don't know, it doesn't have all the other things. Yeah, exactly. Most aren't as desirable as they think, exactly. But, you know.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Stop letting cis women and men into gay clubs. They're gay clubs for a reason, and no, you being a girl, girl's girl doesn't count for going to a men's gay club. But are gay clubs gender specific? I don't know, in Finland if we have such a small population. I think gay clubs are just for gays, as in like homosexuals. But like for everyone, but like, you know what I mean.
Stanley cradled the bucket.
I mean, gay people can go to normal bars as well.
Yet delicate, assertive, yet compassionate.
I just don't know if there some are. Oh, if they have like a night, yeah. If they're like, hey, this is for the ladies only or something, then it's understandable. I mean, that's how you would go. Yeah, that's what I thought. They would just be like wide spread of stuff.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I don't understand why anybody would go. I mean, again, I think at the same time, I don't really think there's harm if
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
If you're just there with the group of friends.
Was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Do we need to do the exit now? What do I need to?
Stepping into his manager's office,
I can do 8888 if that's an achievement. I don't know if that is.
To discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
no.
Stanley may have broken down into but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
But lead? I don't know if they're edgy enough to do that. One time I went to the club for a friend's birthday. A guy kept trying to push into a dance circle to dance next to girls. Dude wasn't even a drunk, just a creep. Last time I was out with Mr. Warris when we were at a gig. That was a guy who we lovingly named Frogman because he looked like a fucking frog. And there was we were in a table with like, we were just sitting the two of us, but then there was a group of like two girls and a man who joined our table basically. And then the Frogman also joined. And the Frogman was trying to lure this woman really hard. Like a frog, buddy. And I was showing my sympathy to the woman. I was like, when the guy was like away, I was like, I am so sorry that you have to endure this motherfucker. And she was basically like, it's okay. Which, by the way, that's sad. It's really sad. Because, like, she didn't feel comfortable enough saying, get the fuck away. We did hint at it.
Stanley and the bucket walked
and then
ahead through
a couple hints after he did
red
leave.
Mind control facility.
Because he found somebody else to try and, you know. If you guys have ever seen anybody else try to hit on somebody in public, it's really awkward. It's super awkward. Like, she wasn't there to find company.
An enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did
Pregnant
this place
women.
hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What do we fall? I want to fall down here. Is it going to be like, how did you get down here, buddy?
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket.
Onto the bucket?
Safely cushioned his foot.
Can we now survive the fall with the bucket?
Now, What to do next, Stanley wondered.
Oh my god.
Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh.
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
Fire?
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the
How are we
rugs and the
making
standing
paninis on
lamps
this
came in
kitchenette?
that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him.
And yes, you can. I just don't know why you would go to a place that is not made for your sexuality. Unless you're there with a group of friends, right?
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path.
It is a funny sight though. If you guys have never been in a situation,
see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket.
I'm stopping it. I'm so sorry, because like I can't talk with the narration. If you've never seen a straight guy be hit on by a gay guy, that's fucking funny. Like it's sad. I've been in a situation because again I'm friendly with like everybody when I'm drunk, right? And I don't care.
Which was simply trying to
and then it's like
down here as comfortably as
usually
possible.
it's like, so what you and then I just break it. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, by the way. But people get fucking upset, by the way.
It wasn't an end.
They can get very upset. Oh, sorry. What I mean is, the reaction is sad often from those people. Like they don't handle it well. Like they're like, I'm not gay. I'm not one of the homosexuals, buddy. Like it's not sad for me. I just go like, hey, you know, whatever. I'm just chilling. Whatever. It's not my thing. Have a good day.
Maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
The reaction of people can be very sad, like very insane, and that's like you need to turn that. You need when you just think for like a second, buddy. When you do 1 second like this, and you go like, but why are you so upset when you're being rejected by women? That's all. Like that lack of empathy is crazy there. You can get in most of the time. Selection will try to fish out people who are... Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, yeah, buddy, that's the crazy thing. People don't go to bars just to get laid or try to find company, right? But a lot of people do go to bars and clubs to try to get laid or find company, right? But it's crazy because, like, if you don't go to... It's no different, really, than going to a supermarket.
Stanley's
exactly
bucket, the only co-worker he would ever truly need. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind.
Dark room for a reason.
Wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Let's see if we can survive the fall with the bucket.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I've been in more bars when I was underage than when I turned 18. Pretty sure.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die.
It doesn't survive. I can't survive the fall, buddy.
How deeply touching.
I can't survive it.
Already this was uncomfortable, And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
Do we need to go to the real ending again? Or I wonder where the fuck we need to even go now. Let's see.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here.
Enjoy
Stanley
food.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Bucket.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Would you really though,
His manager's
Zephan?
office, Stanley was once again stunned.
I don't know why
to
you say
discover
that.
what
Like
an
I don't
indication
understand
in
why you
human
say
life.
that. That seems like so
Crushed,
not
but
you.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
I mean, if you did, that's
Yes,
great. But
this
like
is
I
certainly
just
the most logical explanation.
it's weird to say that. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't do that. You might get nervous and go, oh, that's nice.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
We tried to escape
Facility.
with the bucket.
Although this passageway had the
We
word
have
escape
it breaks the it's not. I think
written on
it breaks the
truth
bucket or
was,
like.
but of course,
Yeah,
Stanley
it was
and
the weird
bucket
ending.
thought better of it and realized they
Do we have to
simply
try
had
to
too
control the
much to
mind?
live
Do we have
for.
to control the fucking thing? What if we put it on? We
The
control
lights
everybody?
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
If you were to find yourself at a bar, you would do a reality check.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like
The
this.
bar is just
and it
like the
very
worst
nearly
place
burst
for
into
conversation.
tears as Stanley cradled
Because
it
the music
gently,
is always
reassuring it
loud.
that everything
It
would
might
be
not be
fine.
super loud, but it's gonna be loud. Which means like I'm gonna be yelling. I can get my
Was the
voice through,
bucket
don't
under the
worry.
mind
Next
control
morning I'm gonna be like,
facility's influence as well?
buddy, my throat
Had the
hurts.
bucket
I've
been
used the
told to do
vocal
things it didn't
muscles.
wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
That's what people do, yeah, Zephan. They're just themselves.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
Never.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one
Yes, I
friend
did.
in the entire world. At this
What about the
point,
vocal, sorry?
He could trust no one except
After
for
a
the bucket.
night at the bar, my voice is completely fucked because I've been yelling for 6 hours.
But here was the proof.
Because music is so
The
loud that you have
heart
to
of
raise your voice.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
How
or
long?
Sad or content.
6 hours.
Walking.
I think we did a side quest that was like literally 1.5 hours. I think it was like around 7. I think if I just did the main quest, it would have been 5.
Eating, working,
But
all of it
you can
monitored
get
and
like
commanded
20,
from
30
this
hours
very
out of
place.
it.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a
There's
sassy
5,
comment
but where's
about taking
3? Oh,
down the
are they here?
system.
I haven't done this. 3? Where's 4? You go to drinks, then you go out because you're drunk. Music's too loud to hear each other. Yeah, I mean, again, don't mind. Like we just spent again. This year, I've spent at least 10 hours, if not more, in 2, 3, 4 separate occasions total, I guess, at a bar. And it's fine, but like, it was because we were going to a venue or coming from a venue. It wasn't because no other reason. Like I just wouldn't go there for any other reason. Basically, where's 4? Is it up there? Can I get there? I can't get up there, buddy. How do I get to 4? Do we just press yes, maybe, and then we go back? Yeah, exactly. Meeting friends there is fine. Like, it's fine.
When at last they came, but at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn off.
Wait, are we blaming the bucket now for pressing on the mind controls?
On the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh, seagulls.
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
I mean...
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds.
I think we're being gaslit, buddy. I think we're being
mind
gaslit.
Controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
No.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
What? How do we continue?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, we're going left?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Something new, maybe?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Surely we need the bucket for continuation. This, I don't believe this can't be the
Still no one
DLC
was
stuff
here.
yet.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was... Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Was this really... Buddy, how do I don't know what I need to do now. I can't go... there's no more collectibles. We've got all the collectibles? I feel like I lost track of the DLC path now. Or the Ultra Deluxe. Surely it goes
into his
more.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
I need to somehow get up on the... I need to somehow get the number 4 button. How do we get to number 4 button? We have jump circle.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Pretty sure we went to the escape and it dropped me down and then we had to do the thing.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped. monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds
I want to
of
try to do
things does
as
a
many
bucket
things
want
today
to
as we
do
can, because this
or
is the
not
last
to
day
do
we'll
in
play
the
this
first
game.
place? These questions raised
I'm sure there's
furiously in
more. There has to be
Stanley's
more.
feeble mind.
There's always more.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
We pressed shutting down. We tried shutting down the mind control.
But here was the proof.
Am I running in circles now? I don't know if I
Out
am.
of the operation, controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
There is number 4 there. How do I
Working,
get up
eating,
here?
Working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very
There,
place.
the number 4 button
As
is
the
there.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Surely there's something we can do.
He and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
The bucket doesn't want to take down the system, buddy. Bucket wants to be the system. Number 4 is there. Beep boop. Is there some secret code I have to do to get up there? Is it feasible to get up there? I don't know. There's some yeah, there are stairs there, but there's like how do you call it? Like there's something blocking me. You can see, like I can't. It's like a gate. Because we can't jump or anything. I can't get there. So I think it's just bait. It could be just bait. But I already pressed yes, and it didn't let me leave. So I was like wondering what, like, how do I continue the DLC path, I wonder.
When at last they came...
Trying to walk, let's see. Yes, I have done
Stanley
that.
and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
If you mean this one.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy.
But now it's not going to let me
Freed
leave,
themselves from the
basically.
tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life
It's
they
going to be
wanted
like,
live
oh,
once they
bucket
stepped
cannot
through
leave.
this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
So I wonder, we
True,
just
it
have to
was a
go.
simple life.
I haven't done the hallucination thing where I die. I haven't done that. That's the only one we haven't
But
done
it
yet, I
was one
think.
they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Yeah, this is this. Yeah, there is nothing here. We need to. I'm gonna go for the. I'm just gonna go through all the sections with the bucket, and one day.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others.
What new mysteries
I didn't
are
do
in
the.
store
I
for
didn't do
our
press all the
bucket-loving heroes
computers
today? Let's find out.
thing with the thing. Oh, the alert with a timer. I had to stop the. Oh no, I haven't done that. No, because like I tried.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't been able to get the number fucking 4.
Still, no one was
I
here.
thought you would have to press the
Stanley
numbers
needed the
and then you would
bucket's
have
warmth and
to
comfort
blow the
now
thing
more
up.
than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
This is the hallucination section where you start flying.
He considered the
But I haven't done that.
facing his boss, admitting he had left his
with the
post
bucket.
during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
Is he going to even mention the
why had he
bucket?
taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
We've already done
And
that
then
section.
Something occurred to Stanley.
We've already done that
He
ending
thought to himself, maybe I am
with the
crazy.
bucket. I
He
wanted to
looked
see if there
down
was
at the
anything
bucket
different.
in
There
his
wasn't.
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just going through all of the endings now
Stanley
to
thought,
see
usually
which
the
one
bucket
will
was a source of guidance and wisdom
get
for
us
me
forward.
in difficult
It would have
times
just
such as
restarted
these.
us.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows
Oh, no.
what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
It's the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him
What?
all along.
Inside of him?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What? He has eaten the bucket? Buddy, that's
This
crazy.
is a story of a woman named Mariella.
Will he find us?
Mariella woke
Will she
up on
will
a
find
day
us with
like
the
any other.
bucket?
She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Now she has the
But
bucket.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his
But it's
bucket with
inside
him.
of us, the bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
True.
For which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped?
All of his... Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
We're in woof mode now, chat. Woof.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
So we did that. We've pressed yes. We've pressed no. We've done the blue and red room thing. We've pulled the cord. We did the phone. Am I forgetting
Entered the door on his
something?
left.
We didn't go down here
This
with the
was not
bucket.
correct
To the left
meeting
way.
room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was
I
simply
have
the place to be. And
bucket
here it
qu-
was.
yes,
Had the
yes.
bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left, to go, and so the two of them
I
detoured
haven't been
from
here.
the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I haven't been here with the bucket.
Oh, good Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's
It
just
is?
sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Sure.
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
This is what we want. It's gonna lead me back to the normal play.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket? They're doing the portal gag where you have to give up the bucket. Oh no.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Fucking stapler.
This is the
No.
Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I don't wanna
Can
put
you
the...
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
I have a guess.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I don't really care about the bucket, to be honest. Are you guys ready?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and... The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation.
It's a Halo
It had
music?
So much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Do we have to do that again? Oh no.
All of his co-workers, finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
I guess we'll have to restart that. That was worth the gag
there.
there.
To the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No.
No.
Never mind.
I guess we'll have to
bucket
feed
was
it the
wrong.
bucket. I'm sorry.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the
I don't
two
want to do it, but we
detoured
have
through the
to.
maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned.
I need to
for you,
wait
Stanley.
here anyway, so I'm
We've
gonna
come
go and grab a
together here
drink.
because we
Okay.
care about you
And
very
also,
much.
I'm also gonna go and take a piss
It's
actually.
this bucket
So
you're
BRB.
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Sorry about that. I also stole a marshmallow because girlfriend has a day off tomorrow, so it's technically her Friday, okay? So she's eating nom noms, and I stole one.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Also, a bottle of water. We're just gonna feed the bucket, destroy the bucket straight away now. No
Now,
nonsense.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I don't remember that.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
I'm gonna click it like
That's why
first frame.
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Like,
This
maybe it reacts
is
to
the
me being
Bucket
fast.
Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now
What?
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
I can't-
That is its singular personality trait.
No!
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
No!
you would see that its
Did I
desire
just
to
waste my
crush
time?
buckets is so densely loaded with complexity
Did I just waste
and
my
nuance
time?
that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about?
Oh no,
The
we just
Broom
wasted our
Closet
time
certainly
coming here
not.
again.
I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after
I can't
this.
even feed it!
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset.
No, I can't
now. You'll
use
have
it.
to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or...
Can you really not, or am I fucking up? I think you can't. Yeah.
the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Nope. I cannot. So, well, that's ass. So we've done that ending. The only ending I haven't done now with the bucket is pressing all the computers ending, I think. I think we've done all the... Oh.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly.
You couldn't do shit there. Well, that's ass.
One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together.
What else can I even do? I don't know how to progress the story past the fucking... We got all the 6... We got the 6 collectibles. I refuse to believe that's it. I don't know where I need to go with the fucking bucket. There's too many options, you know what I mean?
Clutched the bucket tightly.
I think I need to just look it up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just need to look it up, I guess. Oh.
To his chest.
Okay, I was blind. Sorry. I was blind.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
There's apparently there is a message somewhere that tells you to restart the game, which I'm too blind, and at this point I wouldn't be reading these. Hey, Matrix. So apparently you need to restart the game now. Hey, Matrix. Kraus. Who the fuck's that, buddy? Who's Davey Reedon? Please enter the current time. It wanted me to do my favorite time, but I don't want to do that. My favorite time is 7:38. That's my not AM. Oh fuck. That's my favorite time. It's my favorite time of day. It is. No, it is my favorite time. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 7:38? Very accurate. Regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like to be set. It's good to collect data. Wish we had more sliders, but I have gone through all of them. I can invent some more new sliders. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Should be ready next time you boot up the game. Okay. So we literally just have to reboot the game. I'm sorry. It's kind of silly, but... It's funny how this works. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Please adjust the slider until the dog and cats are friends. Aww. Number 5 becomes number 9. 9. There was the Taco Bell logo there. Which of the more two made-up words most appealing? Scrumtush or Occupyoinkle? I like Scrumtush. That's not just it. Do you know what time it is? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes, it is the correct time. What is time? Yes. These aren't sliders. No, I've told everything. Help. Yes. Scrumtush is so good. I'll come back visit you, buddy. It's only gonna get weirder, I'm sure. I'm so sorry if you're a Steam friend and you've seen me restart the game. I can't do anything about it, buddy. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do like a day job, and now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data for you that I can, and I still don't really know you. You don't know me. Neither of us knows what time it is. I guess just some settings are unsettable. If I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Maybe the only information I learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust. It may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you find me. Talk soon. There's an epilogue? There's a new setting. New option. Epilogue. How many years? Oh. Yeah, this is where we, in case somebody missed it, we pressed a button that skipped the time a billion years, and this is kind of where we ended up, sort of. Where's my bucket? Oh, look at that. And that's the perfect chair for the outdoors, the office chair. Guess we'll just hang. Stanley got out though. Isn't that great? That's a lot of office chairs, buddy. They're all dead. Well, not dead, but like... Bucket! Where's Bucket? Is the wages in the bucket here? I wouldn't be shocked, yeah. The bucket was inside Stanley all along. Is that a mirage? Do I see something? I see something. It's the achievement house. Very scary. Hello? Anybody? It's very dark. Review. The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time, etc. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. Now that's Cookie 9 again, buddy. Cookie 9 strikes the fuck back. Cat dog born. The mammal times. Scientists confirm high... wait, what year? April 20... It doesn't say what. Uncompromised gaming content. 2027 is, by the way, activities. Crazy. We're not even 2027 yet. We're in the future, buddy. We're in the future. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs. No more sequels. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about. It turns out this could not have been further from the truth. By signing up, you agree to a privacy notice, and European users agree to the data transfer policy. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Sorry. Name. I love gym button. It's great. Going to the gym. Gym. It's a great character. I love one of my favorite recurring characters, really. Stanley. Okay. Another collectible? I already have like 18 of these, buddy. I had 18 actually. Now at 26 out of 6. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Hey Scarlet, screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud. And who cares if people hate it? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. It's not hard. Let's make a game. We're gonna make together Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number on the game's title screen. We also really need really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Try combining some random words together. Okay. Deadly ice cream. Deadly ice cream. The Stanley Parable 3. Deadly ice cream. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. Then we pick a new subtitle. This way, it will never end. Nothing in game itself will change when you do this. Adding more content sounds like work. It will be the same content recycled again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward? I like it. Yeah, sure. Since you would faith, like giving you some noting the narrator never found a way to give the broken achievement. Of course he not. I wouldn't let him know how. Oh, can we fix it? Achievement machine is all fixed. What? I don't remember how to get to the achievement train. Oh, it was in the DLC content actually. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yes. One last thing. Please enter the current time. Buddy, again? That's crazy. It asks me the time so often. It's 49. Do we click? Does this just take me to... No. This just takes you to...
All of his co-workers were...
Okay. We restart the game again. Stanley Parable 4. Stanley's tiny co-worker. Now, I was wondering how many there are, because I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's a cap. Um... Hmm... There are still things that I haven't done, by the way. Hmm. Let's do at least one thing still. This is really funny. I love it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
There's the new content door, so I guess we have the achievement thing there, which I don't really care about, but
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
there's something I haven't seen yet, which I want to do now.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Could you try something?
The bucket knew all along?
I mean,
was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
hard to say.
explanation.
We're gonna go back and forth in this elevator. Epic gameplay, I know. But just wait.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Go back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Bucket said nothing. Kind of crazy. Did you go and press the number 3?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office, Stanley at last went to the keypad, where Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Yeah. Oh, it's not going to show the animation there. That's good. I was afraid it's going to do that again.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
That's crazy. Let's go and press the number 3 again.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3. Stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole
No,
time,
this is accurate.
he
This is
looked to his
accurate.
bucket for a reaction of some kind.
This is completely
Anything
fine.
to let
This is
him
exactly
know that
what
the
you need to
bucket
do. You just need to go up
appreciated
and
what he
down.
was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket
Wouldn't
not
be shocked
connect
if
with
it's
this
3
passion
times.
of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate
It's different
the whole
dialogue,
way
so yeah.
down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to
Communicate.
communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be? Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Oh, look at this.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around
How
it,
we did it, the
developing and
pyramids.
rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined
guy who
a
went to
single
Mars.
measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Evening with World Peace, baby. World's first sentient machine. Is this? Yeah, this is the one that like unplugs itself, right? It's really funny. To stage 3.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over.
3 again.
One opportunity to share a true connection.
Congratulations,
with a loved one.
Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. This is so fucking dumb. This is so fucking dumb.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to
Can't
hear
fall
Stanley
down.
speak.
Nobody
to listen
was
to
here.
him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and
Different
over.
stage endings? No, I have no
He
clue.
was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the
But what
bucket
if there
would
is
never
somebody that-
again
what if we
take him
just don't see them?
seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between
That
them
is so
had eroded
sad.
since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Wait. Wait. I'm just checking if there's anything I want to still do. Apparently,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
apparently you get stickers if you go to the broom closet and just stay there.
Stanley clutched the
We'll do
bucket
that.
tightly to his chest.
Should have done it
and
earlier.
entered the door on his left.
It's okay. It's okay. That's pretty much Stanley Parable. I mean, there are still obviously vanilla endings I didn't do.
Stanley needed the bucket's
It's
warmth and
fine.
comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It's my
I
bucket.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
Oh, the Deus Ex Remastered. Did you guys see the Deus Ex Remastered? Sorry. Yeah, great time. Sorry, yeah, I played the original game back when, but like I haven't played the Ultra Deluxe, and it's really fun. Sorry, Deus Ex Remastered will no longer launch on February 5th, 2026. All existing pre-orders will be fully refunded. It looked shit. It looked bad. It looked really bad. So I'm happy that they're doing that. It's crazy. Who knows how long it's going to be postponed. It's insane that they were about to release it. It was really bad. But yeah, this is great game. What a good game. It's really fun.
Sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket.
February
Stanley, I never liked
of next
this broom
year.
closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply
Yeah, that's the
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends. That your relationship is purely
That is the
superficial and
escape pod, yeah.
convenient. That your life is
I can do
so
that
banal
still,
and
yeah.
meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and
Give
the
me a
bucket have
sticker,
shared
buddy.
together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich
I haven't done it,
emotional
no. I
landscape
just
of your
checked the
feelings for
list
the
of
bucket
endings now.
as they have
To see if
changed
there's
and
anything that
evolved
I did
over
want to
the
do
years.
still.
Let him
And I
have
forgot
it.
about the broom closet. Do you give me the sticker? I think we just have to wait here because like in the without
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help
Let's
settle
go.
this debate once and for all. Here we go.
property of Stanley.
There.
Thank you.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Was it the main? Well, I fucked up. Sorry, buddy.
Stepping in.
Never mind. Stepping it. Ooh, here we go. You are now leaving. Escape pod. But then there's a chance that there won't be an escape pod, Chan. What floor? 760. We just need to go 6 floors. It's not bad, right? Bing, bing, bing. Elevator. That's the last thing we do. I'm going to be quitting after this. So thank you for watching. This was the second stream of this and the last stream of this because there's still things I could do, but it's fine. I've seen the game. It's a cute game and I love it. Like I did back then as well. This is current. I don't know if it's still on sale. It was on sale for like $8 or something. And I think it's super worth that. Do you want to see the pocket in epilogue? Nope. Sadly. There's nothing here. Oh. No, don't put the bucket there. Or is that what we're doing? Are we putting the bucket into the epilogue with this? I guess that's what's happening, maybe. Sweet bucket. I see, okay. That's pretty funny. No. So wait, is the bucket no longer in the main game? That'd be really funny. I'm sure it is, but it'd be really funny.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's really funny. So you have to actually... You'd have to... Okay. I don't know. Is it, if it's instantly here, very poke champion. If it's not, then it's really annoying because I don't want to wait. It's not really a good escape rocket then. Oh fuck, we have to wait. Oh balls, buddy. Whatever, we'll do this one thing. You still have to find the pod, yeah. I was hoping it was going to be like here straight away, but clearly not. I don't see it. I mean, these are just time-based, so... It was the last one of these. Reminds me of Outer Wilds a bit. What a great game, by the way. The DLC was kind of crazy. I was scared to play the DLC a bit, but... I managed, somehow. Any pods? No, not in these. That's a full moon. Now, maybe. No, no, not yet. After this is the platform. Stanley and the baguette. Baguette? There we go. We found it. It was just outside the field of view. That's crazy. You thought you could escape the game. You cannot escape the game. No narrator, though. Apparently you can have a second sticker on this, which is kind of funny. We only have one. Is there anything different anymore? Or is it just... I mean, I dropped down to the computer without, like, doing shit last time. I didn't check the area there at all. I don't think there was anything, but... You never know. I guess I'll check that. Jim. I'm gonna guess there's just the computer there, but who knows? They did really have a lot of fun with making this game, though. Oh. Oh, I thought that was only without the bucket. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. That is me done with the video game. Thank you.